Okay, so this is a tutorial on how to do the really fast Duff Truck strat. So you'll be driving the Globex supervillain car for this if you're a newer runner and your coin rate isn't quite the best, so you end up not buying the Globex supervillain car as soon as you can. Like, if you don't have the villain car by this stage, you cannot do this. The only way to do it is in the villain car. So I've got this started up, so you'll talk to Frank, and you'll restart the mission to go outside into your car.
Fine by me.
And then you'll drive along this road. You can take a shortcut across that corner by tapping the brake button slightly. It basically helps you not spin off into oblivion rather. So you'll come down here. That was not quite the car RNG you wanted. You'll go around this corner with a handbrake turn, handbrake in here, go across here. Now, I'm going to have to explain this before I do it because it'll be really quick. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to drive straight across the Duff Brewery. You'll basically want to be holding down accelerate permanently for this whole thing, or at least for the drive across the Duff Brewery. Whenever you get to the end, you'll want to start tapping left on the control stick to turn. What you really don't want to do is hold down square, or the equivalent on other controllers. You don't want to hold down square for handbrake turn. That'll give you too sharp of a turn and lose you enough speed that you won't be able to do it. For circle, why did that get rid of the menu anyway? For circle, if you're using circle or the equivalent, the brake button, if you do that, it'll give you the turn won't be sharp enough that you'll miss. Like, it'll give you enough turning. It's just it slows you down too much that you won't be able to catch up. So you're going to want to hold accelerate across the Duff Brewery and then start tapping left on the analog stick. Then you're going to wait a bit. If you do it too soon, because what you want to do is you want to turn into the back of the Duff Truck. Like, you want to bring this side of your car, you want to turn that into this side of the Duff Truck so that he'll spin towards the big, I think it's a taffy shop is what it is. It's basically a big enclosed area where you can steer him into. That's what you want to do. You want to push him in there. If you do it too soon, he'll crash into the wall before that, and then you won't get him stuck at all, and it won't be good. So you don't want to do that. You want to wait a tiny little bit. I'm talking like really short amount of time to wait, because if you wait too long, then whenever you try and turn into him, you'll crash into the far wall. So if you go too soon, he crashes into the nearest wall. If you go too late, then he crashes into the far wall. Both of those scenarios result in him escaping. But if you do it just right, then he'll turn into this little enclosure that you can get him stuck in. And one more thing, you want to be tapping square, the handbrake, for the turn into him. You want to be tapping that. You don't want to be holding it. That'll give you too sharp a turn, so you'll end up going off at a 90-degree angle and just crashing. That's not what you want. You want him going off at a more 45-degree angle, I guess. So he'll turn in rather than just like turn and then just go off in a different direction. I think that should be it, so I'll just try and do it. I might not get it first try, because I'm not the most consistent at it. But this should be fairly consistent for you. So you're going to come across here, turn like this, and okay. That's what happens if you don't turn enough coming round. You'll crash into a pole and lose all your speed. So don't do that. Again, I'm not the most consistent at it. I guess that was sorta down to me pausing, so I couldn't really get a feel for what I was doing there. But again, come down here. You'll want to brake a little bit on this corner, otherwise you'll just go off and hit the far wall, which is not what you want. Handbrake turn around this. Handbrake turn across here. And then accelerate across here. Tap right. Okay. That might. No, it's not. For some reason, that gave me a. It gave me a drift off the corner. For some reason, that doesn't normally happen. I guess I was tapping, or I guess I was holding left too much. That's why you want to tap left. You don't want to tap it so, like, you don't want to hold it enough that it gives you a drift around the corner. That's not what you want. You want to turn, basically giving you the turning of a braking turn, but without the slowdown. Okay, that was bad. Plain and simple, that was just me being bad. That was me not holding, or not tapping square. I guess I should just kind of be quiet while I'm doing this. Like, talking about it's kind of distracting me for some reason. This is not how I envisioned this going, but anyway. So, and if there's an armored truck in your way, it might be worth it to just start resetting cars to try and despawn it, because you don't want to be crashing into an armored truck. Okay. Okay. Again, I wasn't tapping enough, apparently. Okay, that was kind of bad traffic. Cat's attacking the ball. Okay. That was basically whenever you're doing the actual pushing of the Duff Truck, you can use circle or square. It shouldn't make a difference, really. As long as you're kind of tapping, kind of holding, it should work. I'm quite rusty at this. See, that's what happens if you don't hold circle coming down that ramp. And for some reason that's a bit of collision just sticking out of the wall. Interesting. Okay, this might ruin everything. It might not have enough speed. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking to show. So if you did it right, you should end up with him kind of stuck in here. This isn't quite actually what I wanted to do. He's kind of turned around. That can happen sometimes. It happens with Bonfire of the Manatees as well. Yeah, he's escaped. But that's not really down to me, that's down to the AI responding weirdly to how I pushed him. That's kind of where the inconsistencies in this come from. That and Bonfire. It's just the AI not cooperating. But I'm just gonna disregard him. So I would have pushed him, he would have came in here, and I would have came. Basically, if he, depending on how much you push him, either he'll come and get stuck here against this bit here. If he does that, then you'll come in behind him like this, and then start just spamming him here. If you push him a little bit more, then he actually gets stuck in here, and that's part of where the inconsistency in that came from, was that he got stuck in here, but then because of the way I pushed him, I just kind of drove out like that. So yeah, that's something to be wary of. But if he goes in here, depending on which way he's facing, I guess. Actually, no, it shouldn't matter which way he's facing, but you should just be able to drive in here and keep doing this. One more thing to note about doing him at this bit, right here, is sometimes he'll drop one of the items like here, so you'll have to get out of your car to go and pick it up because of the way it spawns. But anyway, after you do that, then you'll just drive up here and into the Duff Brewery. So yeah, that should do. It's annoying that the AI reacted like that, so I couldn't show off what exactly it would look like, but I think I have a VOD on my channel of me doing it properly. It doesn't have the inputs on it, but that should have been covered in this. It's definitely not consistent, that's what I need to say. So if you're a new runner, I really wouldn't advise doing this. I would advise you to go for the other strat where you get him stuck on the pier. This is more for runners that are like, I don't know, around 146, 7-ish. Like you're a fair bit under 150. Like, I recommend this for people where PBing is starting to get a lot more grindy. This can help. So, I think that's all I need to cover in this. So yeah, hopefully yours goes better than mine did.